Guys, welcome back to the Liam Loves Lego channel, and in this video we're reviewing Lego Star Wars set number 75316 Mandalorian Starfighter. Now, I don't actually know if this set was released in 2021 or 2022, but I do know that it retails at full price for $60, which is not what I paid for this set. So we're going to look up when this set came out. So it's Lego 75316, and then I'll just do brickset for you guys. Doesn't really matter, but obviously on this channel we are going to be reviewing a lot of old sets, so it's important to keep in mind with us the release date of all the sets on the channel, whether they're new or old. So this set was released in August 2021 and it ran until December 31st, 2022. So this set is still out. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the release date of the original Lego Mandalorian Starfighter. Because that set is a set that I have history with, but of course I'm having a lot of difficulty with my searching and I just can't find it. So I found the set. It is Lego 9525. Pretty funny that they're only in the double digits or whatever. So Lego 9525 brick set, and we're going to see when this set released. This set came out August 2012 and ran until December 31st of 20 Where is it? It ran until December 31st of 2013. So this is just interesting to me that they did it on the same day, or the same time frame. So this was the Mandalorian fighter I owned. Now I believe my aunt got me this, and the problem was I went through a period of time when I was still pretty young, I'd say before I turned to 13 at least, where I was just allowing my father to sell some of my sets. He sold Jet 14 Stealth Starfighter. He sold the Freako Speeder from the Clone Wars with Parka Anakin and that creature Thesen. I'm not going to be showing you guys pictures of all these sets. You can look them up yourself. But he sold a few of my sets, and this was one of the ones he sold, the original version, this one right here. So when this set came out, I actually did not buy it. This is a set that I really liked, but I was just not really, I don't know, there was something with me. I guess I wasn't on the Star Wars train at that point, but I recently bought the Imperial Shuttle, which was the set that I did not buy upon launch, and I also wanted to buy this, but it was my birthday, so my parents just got me this, and it was pretty good that they did, because the thing is about to be discontinued in a few months. And I don't know if I would have bought it myself. It was a set that I liked. I mean, the color scheme is a little bit different, obviously, but it's also way smaller, in my opinion. I did watch a Mandar production comparison video, but when I built this myself, maybe the other one was the same size, but it always felt bigger to me. I always had a lot of trouble with the original one, like the wings were falling off, but we have talked enough. Let's get into the figures, and I'll be totally honest with you guys. I don't know who these are, but luckily I have pulled up the thing, or I had it pulled up. Lego's official website, which does give us the names of these minifigures, which are from some part of the Clone Wars that I assume is part of the continuation of the Clone Wars, which I didn't watch. And I don't think I've watched all the Clone Wars, but I've watched a good bit of it when I was younger. I remember a lot of the scenes. So the Lego website is just not loading right now, but I did get it up, and we can see who these figures are, maybe. Okay, it was down here. So we'll start out with this minifigure, which is named Bo-Katan. And look, these reviews are not Jangbricks reviews. I do not have Bo-Katan's hair with me right now. So if you would like to see what Bo-Katan's hair looks like, there you go. There's 100 other reviews of this set on YouTube. But this is Bo-Katan. I don't know why I did the rangefinders on either side. I know it looks ridiculous. It was on purpose, kind of. And she has one of these guns, I think. I don't know where her gun is. But she's pretty cool. I have like this weird feeling. It's not, but I feel like this was Obi-Wan Kenobi's lover. He did have, I believe, a Mandalorian like queen lover or something. But it's not this girl, so we can just look it up. Obi-Wan Kenobi's girlfriend. I'm just kind of curious. So her Duchess Satine Kryze. So this woman is actually related to this character, because as you can see, it says right here, Bo-Katan Kryze. So I don't know if this is the sister. You know what? I mean, for the sake of clarity, I mean, we might as well find out and see who Bo-Katan Kryze is. She's the sister. Okay, so this is the sister. And yeah, I stopped watching the Clone Wars, but I did watch the thing, like, spoilers, I guess. His lover gets killed. And like Darth Maul takes over the planet, whatever. I saw all of that, but I stopped watching and I didn't watch any of the new seasons that came out on Disney Plus, I think. So here's her face. Obviously, she looks a lot better with the hair. And then there is the jetpack and the alternate face. Pretty cool minifigure. I do have the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I got the original Mandalorian Battle Pack as well, the one with just the blue Mandalorians. So I got quite a few Mandalorians, or Boba Fett style people, I guess, because we can count Boba Fett as well. All right, we'll do this guy next. This is the big draw, so why people buy this. I think his name is Carl Saxon or something like that. Gar Saxon. All right, so this is the villain, and I don't know if he came with hair. I don't think he does. But he is this. He's like a Darth Maul Mandalorian. Now, the Darth Maul, when he took over, he did make the Mandalorians all red and black, and there was a speeder set which I want so bad, but I wasn't able to get. I was at a store, not in my state, so it's like a store that they don't have in my state. And when I saw this was years ago, and I begged my mom. I was like, "Can I get it?" And she's like, "No." So this was a set I really like. The speeder's obviously not that great. Looking at it in all these years later as a teenager, I'm not like, whoa. But I mean, you get the Darth Maul with no legs. You get those black and red Mandalorians, which are cool. So the only one I have is this guy right here. But he is cooler than those. But yeah, so I don't know much about this guy. He has these guns right here, which have also been used as pieces in Lego sets, I think. Not always as guns, but they look like guns. And here's his face under there. He's got the pearl gray jetpack or whatever that is, chrome. I don't know. The camera's actually doing pretty good, but for a minute there it couldn't focus on the jetpack, which is really weird because usually with the flash on it does good. So yeah, he's an awesome minifigure. Yeah, he looks like Darth Maul. Looks like if Darth Maul had a helmet, this is what he would wear. The spikes. That's a new mold. But it honestly looks pretty similar to the Mandalorian helmet. So finally we have the Mandalorian pilot, which is referred to, I believe, as the Mandalorian Loyalist officially. I'm not checking on that one. So he had a gun in the ship, which makes me assume that this is his gun. And I think Bo-Katan's gun is on my display where I have this ship set up. I think it's like right next to it. So when I picked this up to do the review, her gun was not in her hand or anything. But this guy has a gun as well, I guess. It could be her gun. And he's pretty basic, but he looks a lot different than the Mandalorians you would get years prior, like in the original ship, which had no leg printing or anything like that. And they were also way darker gray, so maybe someday I will do the Mandalorian Battle Pack review, and you guys will see the difference. Maybe I'll compare. So, yeah, here he is, no face, unfortunately. This is an unnamed warrior, and the camera will not focus on that, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Camera won't focus at all if I don't have the flash on. That's what I found out. So anyways, let's make sure the guns are in their hands and don't go missing. Now let's take a look at the fighter. So obviously, sadly, I wish I still did, but I probably wouldn't have bought this if I did. I wish I had both of them to compare, but my set's actually really messed up. So right here, you guys can see this gray piece kind of, and the one on the other side is missing. Now there was one night where I put this in a position that I don't have a picture of it on my iPad, but I built this like stand so it could stand sideways in the awesome orientation I'll show you guys shortly. But I backed into it because my dresser is pretty close to my bed. And so the thing fell apart. And when I woke up the next morning and put it back together, this dude was gone, and it took me a while to find him. And the piece was missing. So it's kind of hard to see. I'll zoom it in just for a second. But right there is the piece, and then right here the piece is missing. Now this actually does impact the stability of the ship. It does. So I've had this wing come off before. So there's not much to say about this ship in its current form. With the landing mode, it's pretty bad, honestly. It's not much to look at. It doesn't look that nice to me. And I'm not going to remove it because I'm not trying to have this be a destruction video on camera, though it probably will be. But I put a brown piece under here to hold the ship up because it will dip down if you do not have a piece under there. The way Lego made it, it kind of just falls down, which looks ridiculous. Now they got these shooters here. These are stickers, unfortunately, so I don't really like touching this stuff, but we'll turn it. So these are stickers right here. It's not stable, so it might break, but there's a sticker up there, and there is a sticker around there. So this is really ugly, in my opinion. It's not anything to write home about, but this is what the ship looks like in landing mode. So let's turn it around, maybe. I don't know if it's going to break or not. And then we do have a sticker back here, which obviously I'm getting back there, but you guys can see the back of it. So we got stickers here and here. And it looks way better from the back. I mean, it's built up, but I wouldn't want it facing the back because then it's like, what is this? So yeah, it looks pretty cool. But the way that I think this set, the only thing really that makes this set worth it, which is in universe, and I don't know how to do it honestly, but which is in universe and in the show and everything, is the wings go like this. And I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so this wing actually does go fine. Even though that piece is missing. So anyways, you tilt it like this, and it doesn't really fully tilt because of the brown thing. Please ignore the brown thing. I'm not taking it off. But that is how the ship goes, and this looks incredible. It doesn't look as good as the original, in my opinion. And also, if you do not have this standing up, you cannot have it like this. The way I did my stand was I had the brown thing right here, and I think I just broke something, but I had the brown thing, and then I had pieces going down. And it was really bad, but it did actually hold the ship up for a few weeks probably before it fell down and I just gave up. Because it fell down a few times. But that final time, I was like, you know what? This ship doesn't even look that good. I mean, I'm trying to put this in a bin, but I was like, I'm just going to have this in the landing mode as LEGO wants me to. Now, there is a company called Wicked Bricks, and I think I mentioned them in the Imperial Shuttle video, that makes a stand for this. So if you get the stand, it's a lot better. I have not used it though, so it might be shit, but I'm assuming it's good. The company has been reviewed by people on YouTube. I don't think there's a specific review of the Mandalorian fighter stand on YouTube, but it's in the United Kingdom. It said it would take like 2 weeks to come, so I'm not doing that. My mom was like, why don't you just get a stand? And I'm like, yeah, there's no stand. You can't just buy a stand for one of these LEGO sets. But it's a really cool ship. I obviously really like it this way, but unfortunately for me, it is in the landing position. So just so you guys can see how to make it landing position, you just tilt the wings back up. It's actually a pretty cool mechanism. And that was the shitty wing, I think, so this wing should have no problem going up. This thing does rotate 360 degrees. First time I turned it all the way, probably, and probably not a good idea. Not a LEGO Technic expert, so I don't know what happens. But anyways, this is how the ship is in my room. And it looks okay, but it looks way better when it's flying. But unfortunately, that's pretty hard to have 24/7. Now, I don't want to do it again, but I will show you the yellow stuff back here. These are the repulsors or whatever. I didn't show you guys it in its flight mode with those. But we've also got these landing pieces down here, which are kind of useless because the ship still falls forward with the nose and everything, which sucks. So, do I recommend this set? Well, you see, I didn't pay $60 for this thing. It's more like $40 set, but we'll find out how much it is on Walmart. I know I got it at Walmart on discount. So we will see how much I paid because I didn't buy it last week. I don't remember. I hope it's on the website. The Walmart website can be a maze sometimes. You can't find what you're looking for. So I don't see it. Okay, there it is. So it's $55 right now on Walmart. I'm assuming I paid around that. So it's worth it for $55. I think it's worth it. I mean, look, if you're a kid and you have no money, and like, I don't even know, what are you? I mean, most kids have a job. So let's say you're 13 or under. I don't know what's going down for you, but if you got a job or something, you got money, $55 shouldn't be a big deal. But I understand there's kids that watch these videos maybe, and they can't afford the sets, or they really have to decide which set they're going to buy, because they can only pick one. So anyways, the minifigures. The minifigures are good. This guy's obviously not that great, but he is still cool. I think Mandalorians are cooler than Stormtroopers usually. The girl, I'm not a huge, I don't really know much about this character. I don't know much about this part of the Clone Wars. I did not buy the ship because I watched the show. I bought it because I used to have the original one, and I wanted the new one. Now, I'm familiar with the show, but I'm not crazy. I don't know everything about it. But, yeah, she's okay. This guy, I mean, I'm not the type of person to go on eBay to buy a minifigure. I did have my parents for Christmas get me Two-Face and Red Hood one year, just the figures. I think I got scammed. But, I would buy this set, and I think this figure's pretty cool. But honestly, no. I'm not the type of person that would buy a set just for a figure. So yeah, you have to like the ship. Look, if you got all the money in the world, I know there's people out there that are like, oh, this set, you buy this set just for the figure. Okay, fine. But in my opinion, I would not buy this set if I really dislike the ship. And I know in this review I said, it kind of came across like I don't like it in landing mode. Look, it's a cool set. It looks awesome in flight mode. The figures are decent. This guy's pretty awesome, and he's probably never coming out again. But in landing mode, it looks okay. okay. So it doesn't look great. So I'm going to see you guys later, and peace out.